Hey guys, Spray and Pray here, and welcome back to what will probably be the last episode of the series as the CSA in Victoria 2. Alright, let's keep on going here. We're fighting this war against France. It's kind of pretty even, actually. I'm really kind of, wondering why. I guess because we have 485 of our regiments over here. So let's take our navy then, and let's go deal with that. Where is our navy? Isn't our navy over here? I thought we were moving it around to specifically deal with this thing. Oh well, we should only have one Gigantor navy now, or at least a semi-Gigantor. Alright, so we're just trying to spread out and get some blockades going here, so we can stop doing that. That's probably irrelevant at this point. I'm going to leave this one blockade, because that's probably the most important. Or rather, the only important one. Alright, so we'll all get in there and fight against the Spanish there, and then we'll go and pick up more units from home. Let's make sure these guys are heading across the water here so they don't just get jumped on. Alright, we can put it up to 5 speed. Same with these guys, we're just going to get everybody together over here. Yeah, let's, is this the rally point? Yeah, let's turn that off. Let's make it Copenhagen. Copenhagen. Let me see if I can pronounce that a million different ways horribly. Well, looks like our factories are doing okay. Do we have any places where craftsmen are unemployed? Yeah, we do, but they're taking care of upgrading all that shit for us, thank you. I was doing a very bad job of managing those, so it's good that they're doing that. Let's get all of our boats together here. Oh, this army is stuck there, huh? Alright, well, let's make sure we don't lose any of these battles. While we're trying to, play the game here a little bit and, crush this stack here in France, but if it means we lose all the other stacks, it doesn't really matter. Okay, we lost the same day we got there, so we're gonna have to run in here, just in the event. So just make sure that they don't get to run away. Alright, and let's just pull back because we don't need somebody in our lanes right now. And these guys are just going to get jumped on for no reason. So let's get those guys up here. And I think we actually have a pretty good chance of winning all those battles then. So that's good. Our Doom fleet is together. Well, for the most part. We have enough room to probably take almost all of these troops over. So let's just make sure they're all ready to go. Because I'm sure I'm going to forget. Where's the other fleet? There's one fleet here. Oh, okay. So we actually have a fleet deep in the this sea over here. Let's just have it move around. Maybe take out some of these guys. They have a truce with the Netherlands until June 3rd of this year. Or of next year, actually. So we might want to get that taken care of. Let's do the same thing again. Looks like they're moving in a crap ton of troops. I hope we'll have enough time to get our navy back over here. Our navy is right here, so let's just keep track of that. Make sure it's still moving. Make sure we're still not lost this fight. What I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to merge these guys. And I will send these guys in to help here. Just to make that battle last a little longer. It looks like the French have committed most of their troops, so we probably don't have to worry too much more about those guys. But my god, do they have a lot of fucking units. Alright, this army is still doing a good job harassing the rebels. Alright, come out. Of course, France is going to want it peace, but we're not going to give it to them. The only reason, I think what we're going to probably end up doing is extending this series, just because I want to get through to the end of the war. And I don't think we're going to have enough time to do all the stuff that we want to do if we don't take a little longer. Alright, so we're moving our boats back. These guys are going to try to move off of here, but get stopped. Yeah, we'll eventually make it across. I hope. These guys have regained their morale nicely, and also some of their numbers, so I'm going to send another 30k in there. Looks like the French and Netherlands are now getting back together and coming to harass us. That's okay because we have extra reinforcements coming. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop them there, and then we can get off, and they'll disembark really quickly. This is what I was hoping wouldn't happen, but unfortunately it did. Our fleet got engaged out here, so we're going to have to wait a little bit while we win. So we're going to have to manage with the few troops that we have over here right now. So what do we do in this situation? I think what we do is we, well, what are we doing on battles? We're sitting at plus 41, which is not too great because obviously it means that, you know, we're not 100% winning or anything. Well, looks like they don't really have any troops over here. That's good for us. Bodes well. How are we doing in Africa? We're not doing super terrible in Africa, but I thought did we have like a 60 stack over here? So I guess they crushed that. So that sucks. And once we call Prussia in, that'll be a big help. And Italy right now is not doing so hot. Looks like they are losing pretty horribly. Let's see what are our brigade totals. 500 here in France versus 600. So we're gonna get the majority of our boost here in a second. I think we're gonna start doing well against the French. Hurry up and blow up their goddamn ships. Oh, okay, good. We actually got across here, so we have a few more options in how we want to handle this. Which is good. I was kind of waiting for a little bit of an out. Alright. So let's see here. Let's split in half and send half those guys in here just to keep on keeping that fight going. And we're gonna send the 75 in there to help out with those 13. Those guys are gonna come and ambush us there. And these boats are still fighting. Stop that, you. Alright, they're going to go in there then. I guess this 12 stack we're just going to forsake. Unless we can get this in there soon enough. Okay, don't know where that is. Probably in the Gulf area. The Saudi Arabia Gulf. Alright, so it looks like we're just going to have to go all in. Hopefully that means that we'll shortly win the Battle of Paris. Alright, whatever. We're gonna get to drop off our dudes now. That's all we really wanted. Alright, looks like we're gonna actually probably finish all of the techs. Let's all try to retreat here. And what did that set us to? 1%. Ooh, nice. It's okay. Alright. Let's move to here. And we're going to get these dudes over here. Alright, let's try to pick up that army. Let's move it over here to Brittany. Alright, and then we're going to spread out in these really nice forts and try to regain some of our manpower, reinforce some of these armies, and then we'll do strike number 2 against the French, as well as let's gather the rest of our forces across the boat here. Yeah, the French did a pretty dope job of dealing with the damn, with those Italians. So, the Italians, though, look like they're doing okay-ish now. It looks like France is really putting a lot of effort in trying to beat us up, so that's going to work out in our favor, definitely. Alright. Cool, so we have a bunch of armies in here recovering. I think we're going to take some easy victories here, try to at least. I'm looking for some armies that have actual soldiers in them. Alright, and this is actually really good because it's a lot of infantry that we were missing that we now have from this. So, like, I'm going to send these 2 armies in, and they should just crush this army. And as you can see here, we actually have a really good composition about more... Well, that's actually a shit ton of infantry, but still. Still good. Alright, so now we can start to turn the tide a little bit here, I think. We're still doing a good job blocking off the French. Sorry, not the French, the Russians. So those aren't going to be super horrible to deal with. North German Confederation, we can now increase our opinion here to friendly, so we might going to get them in our sphere soon. People really don't care about slavery too much, but it looks like it's the most important issue. Nope, secret ballots is actually more important, so we'll do that. Okay, good. Alright, this army is taking attrition, but, you know, not like this army that needs to be split up. Okay. So if we keep having these 100 stacks, it looks like the French are pretty afraid of them and aren't going to really want to jump and pile on just yet. Which is kind of what we were afraid of them doing. All right, good. They didn't get any dig in there, and they actually retreated out of that battle. So that got us some good points here. All right, so I'm going to send half there and half here. All right, and we're going to start reestablishing like some sort of perimeter, if you will. What do we got here? Just a bunch of infantry. Alright, sounds good. Looks like I said, we have plenty of stuff. So let's build some of these guys. Actually, that's too much. Here. Let's do Asia first, I guess. We'll build like 20 airplanes. And then the rest can be armor. Okay, and then in Europe, I guess we'll build mostly armor and an airplane. And in North America, we're going to do the same thing, 20. Airplanes, and then we'll build the rest tanks. Africa, same thing. Because we're getting plenty of infantry from our... mobilized units, so we don't need any more of those. Alright, and we'll just make sure that our navy is getting beefed up as well. Alright, good. We can split this guy up now. And let's go ahead and start trying to take some land here. It looks like the French are now back to focusing on the Italians, which is probably an error on their part. So let's push up here then. Now that we have the advantage, let's push. Let's take advantage of them. Our fleet isn't doing much, but let's see. Did we have any dudes over here? All right, yeah. Let's go. Let's get the rest of our dudes just to have everybody possible. Yeah, let's have those guys hunt rebels. Still hunting rebels over here. Good. Okay. All right, and so we're engaging over here now too. All right, and we're just gonna keep pushing this line forward now, trying to use some like Hearts of Iron tactics here. And we're going to try not to take too many casualties. Like, we're going to need to reinforce that army, so I'll do it. These guys are taking attrition, so we're going to split them up. And we're going to just keep on walking along this line here. Picking up those battles where we're winning where we can. Especially there where it's like, we can obviously win. They got one dig in, so that's not great for them. We'll send in more dudes, more dudes. I'm going to send this guy just here to unsiege. And just, like I said, we're maintaining a line of fighting. And let's send this army to Paris. Going to start moving everybody up. Luckily, we do have a extensive 127 million population to pull from here. I think we're going to try to take this 100... Yeah, we're going to try to take that 69 stack out. And so we should see a little bit of pressure coming off the Italians now, and so hopefully they'll be more helpful. That'll allow them to be more adventurous when it comes to sieging. Yeah, as you can see, there's some Netherlands armies turning around, and I'm sure the center of France looks very much the same. We're going to keep these guys back here in reserves. Letting our other armies lead the way. And I'm going to take this army here. I'm going to split it in half, and we're going to take both these guys and just position them here strategically so that the French can't retreat into our lands. They're going to have to retreat back into their own lands. And actually, it looks like we need to reinforce over here. So let's do that. And we can do the same thing, but just with fewer troops. And we're going to take Paris as well. So that should be a big hit for them. They're starting to, I think, maybe lose battles down here or something, because we're starting to lose a lot of dudes. But I think we're doing well regardless. And it's not getting too close. We got like half a year left. So we're probably going to have to start thinking about extending the timeline here, guys. Alright. Here, disembark. Let's turn off that for them. They don't need it. I think we're just going to send these guys across with the boats. Okay. Now they can come. Alright, it'll be nice to have some actual troops coming in along. And we'll put up our boats at a harbor so they can kind of repair. And let's queue up some more dreadnoughts, since apparently we can stomach quite a few more. And then while we're at it, we're going to throw some cruisers in. Yeah, there we go. Alright, beautiful. Okay, let's keep on pushing against the France here. Alright, good. So they did somehow retreat over here, but whatever. I guess they moved and then retreated. Okay. So that army is going to be kaput. This army over here is getting attacked. We're still trying to siege Paris over here. We don't want to make these armies over here too tantalizing. Let's see, are we losing over here for a specific reason? Okay, because we only have infantry. Let's move a tank division up there. That should help out a lot. There we go, much better now. We crushed that little stack, I think. Or no, they ran to right there. But we'll be able to crush it now. And we're almost about to take Paris, too. Once again, we need to move some tanks in. On both fronts. Looks like you guys only get infantry. But like I said, we're working on tanks, guys. Don't worry, here they come. The cavalry will arrive eventually. All right, I think we're gonna win all these fights. How are they doing down there in Italy? Not too hot, but we're having some major success up here in North France. So, in northern France, so they shouldn't be too sad about it. Okay, these armies are standing there for a reason. Let's take one of these big guys and send it up there. Let's go through Paris so that we don't get stuck in any of those battles. We're going to enforce our Confederate curricula. Okay, good. They keep sinking troops in over there. And we just got a thing over here. What are we missing? We're actually kind of okay balance-wise, but we probably could use some tanks. Tanks. Okay, of course it's the bottom one. Let's move the tank army up there. Alright, so how are we doing balance-wise? Okay, that's a little bit better. What's this consistent of? Okay, that's just all infantry. Like I said, you know, we need those tanks. Anyways, so I think we're going to end it there, guys. I'm going to call that a video, and then I'm going to also go and edit the file so that we can play a little longer, because I want to finish this war, of course, and I don't think that 6 months is going to do it, and it's going to be pretty awesome once we get a chance to peace out. And I think that's pretty much the only way I can possibly end this awesome series. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Spray and pray out.